The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Handoff from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Sparks. Fakes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but If you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Dropping back, it's Sparks. Makes the grab. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapin!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harrell. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Harrell. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They get him on the before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulls. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point was good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Complete with conviction on the crosser. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Johnston. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's another Terrapins first down.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
At the 47, brings up second down.
And the Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Back to pass on second down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing fourth down.
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Terrapins are on the move. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Terrapins will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, USF. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Sparks. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
What?
He's taking the shot. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Troy.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Going to the run, it's Longo. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, sack.
On the move, it's Dennis. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Line, trumpet.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear.
Line, trumpet. Line, trumpet.
He leaves it with his back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
Pace, 27, jump.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
22 water. 22 water.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Set ready.
Running with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. And the Bulls will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. able to get that one off, it'll be a delay of game.